Hello everyone, my name is Roya and today I'm going to be reviewing Kitty Hawk and the Curse of the Yukon Gold by Ian Reading. And this is about a girl named Kitty Hawk who goes to Alaska to study whales, and she's taking like aerial photos of them and all this other stuff. And then one day she sees sort of this boat that must be carrying gold. She basically goes off and investigates, and that leads to a crazy adventure where not everything is as it seems. She basically gets kidnapped by the gold thieves, which that's not a spoiler, it kind of says that right in the prologue, and then it turns out that maybe, they're not really so bad. They're not really in the wrong taking this gold. I gave this book 3.5 out of 5 stars because I gave the first half 3 stars and the second half 4 stars. So that basically averaged out to 3.5 stars, and I've only ever rated a book that way like once before, but it really seemed to work again in this case. So let's just start with the first half. The book basically starts off with 2 prologues. It has a prologue 1 and a prologue 2, and I kind of felt like neither of them were needed at all. They were just too, I don't know, one of them had nothing to do with the story, and the other one would have worked a lot better if the story was basically told in flashback up to the point where the prologue takes place. So that seemed kind of weird. And it also had a chapter 0, and I kind of felt like the chapter 0 could have just been the prologue. And another thing that I thought was really weird that it had that I thought could have been changed was the fact that the dedication page, it just says dedicated to anyone who thinks books should have a dedication page, and I kind of felt like that seems kind of like a waste of a dedication page. It could have, it really could have, there are all kinds of like cool things that it could have said, like it could have said, oh, this is dedicated to all the people who participated in the gold rush or whatever, like anything that has to do with this book basically, but it like missed a golden opportunity there, I thought. So like to me that sort of reminded me of when a band introduces a song and they say this song is called Washing Machine and it's about a washing machine. So basically I thought that there was a lot of slightly unrealistic dialogue throughout the first half. In particular, there were some very draggy scenes that could have been either cut entirely because they didn't really further the story, or they could have just been a little bit shorter. But about halfway through the book, the actual like mystery and suspense really kicks in, and it made the book so good, and it was so interesting, and it was full of twists. Right until the very end, there are twists and turns, and you're just like, what am I even reading about anymore? And it's just amazing. So I had so much fun reading that part, but the first half just like, I don't know, it didn't seem to be going in any particular like direction. It was kind of just setting it up. But I love the way that stuff played out in this book, and even like the most minor insignificant detail that you like see in earlier in the book ends up actually being really significant later on. So I think that just did it so brilliantly, and then also just the way that the chapters leave off at cliffhangers and make you keep reading. And also the chapters are really short, so it's really easy to just read a chapter and keep reading because the chapters are so short, you're just flying through them. And also Kitty is really badass, and she's just so awesome and really fun to read about. So overall, I really enjoyed this book, and I would definitely recommend it. Also, it had a few, like, minor grammatical errors and punctuation errors sprinkled throughout, but it didn't hinder my enjoyment of the book at all, but I still wanted to throw out there that it's pretty noticeable. But I'm not gonna, like, I didn't dock it any points for that. I just kind of thought it was weird. So this is the first in a very long ongoing series that I'm pretty sure has at least like 4 books out right now. So there's definitely a lot to keep you entertained. Anyway, I will leave a link down to my Goodreads review of this if you want to check out my further thoughts, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!